playing with Na'Vi when they never ever played this, so it's been fun to watch his progression, and he's about to get a lot of attention heading his way. He's peeked out wide and he's going to be able to fall back. Here comes the flash. He's sticking around. It bounces off the corner. Rain's taken out. Oh, what a shot from Guardian. He's starting it out with 2 quick headshots.
Absolutely outrageous. More to come as Cold Sierra takes one, falling in return. And just like that, it's a 3-on-3, trying to fight through the smoke. Not really connecting. Phelps has taken down Olofmeister in the meantime. That means Nico and Carrigan. And really only Nico, given the health situation here, has got to come and work some kind of miracle. You'd think with that double kill from Guardian, that would be the end of the round, but not in a high-level game like this one. A bomb is planted, and they do have a kit on Carrigan. He has no armor and is low on health, and that is an absolutely massive problem for them. He's trying to see if he can sneak his way in. Nico making his way on the other side. SK, are they going to wait? Not for much longer. Phelps will take one down. Nico's next, and SK gonna pick up the pistol round at least.
That's so sick they're able to recover from those shots from Guardian. It's just basic stuff. It's just a B rush. I think Olaf went for a bit over aggressive of a peek from up top. He swung out wide as they were trying to enter this site. That kill from Phelps onto him as he came above is really what kind of gave SK Gaming the secured bomb site. Carrigan here, I think, is just getting impatient just because Nico's taken so long in the flank, being very cautious. He knows they have to get moving and just trying to peek out a little early. Tough to win in that 2-on-3. FaZe go down in the pistol round. They've bought up Deagles and CZs, though. 4 Deagles, in fact.
So many Deagles. There are more than just a few players on this team that know how to make this work. One of the reasons why FaZe, I think, is such an interesting team is because of Rain and just how good he is, and especially in pistol rounds. I mean, it was Guardian doing a lot of the work then, but I just think they get so much momentum just out of having Rain drop, you know, 2-3 kills almost every pistol round.
Yeah, he's a pretty phenomenal pistol player and no slouch, obviously, when it comes to the rifles. One of my players for the top 5 players of 2017. I thought he had an incredible year trying to keep it up here in the major. This is passive from SK. They know that it's a very dangerous round with these Deagles. Taking it very slow, very cautious, gathering all the information they can. We've just passed the 1-minute mark.
Well, look at FaZe sneaking into main. Firm, actually in a nice corner. Olofmeister probably thought there was no one there once he got around the corner and didn't really get spotted. Now they're starting to gravitate the wrong way. So, interesting little look at the minimap will tell you that SK are making their way into the middle with the bomb through the vent, while FaZe are rotating the other way, all the way at the back of the map. So they are gonna spot Rain here in time. Might be able to get one shot with a Deagle. Not quite gonna happen. If he had waited, maybe that would have worked out. But regardless, they're on the bomb site. They're gonna get the bomb plant down, and FaZe probably should just save the Deagles at this point.
Yeah, they really should. Carrigan's going to be committed to this fight, though. Taco, they have him boxed in on the left, and there's a player coming into vents. Carrigan does win that out. He wants to swing, and he's got to get into cover. Cold Sierra does take him out. It's so cool watching SK move across the map because they just have so many different options available, so much trust in each other as individuals. You know, Taco's over at door, Phelps is in mid. Phelps is peeking up towards the A bomb site up highway, where Taco's creating a presence indoors, so they're getting information of how many people are there. And all the meanwhile, if something goes wrong at the B bomb site, those guys are in great position to again manipulate the rotations, allow for a second option to come out for SK Gaming. It's just very fluid across the map.
That's what we like to see. HE picked up on Guardian and one flashbang there on Carrigan. They could be setting up for some sort of play over towards A main. In fact, instead, it looks like they're going to be running B, so we see that less of the time. I feel like that flash into main is more popular, but why not? Carrigan is pretty far back with the flash in hand, so if they were to go for it, SK, maybe they would get surprised.
Yeah, they're listening for footsteps at the moment, seeing if SK is going to be aggressive. That's a nicely timed Molotov as well, restricts the movement as they swing out wide. He's getting so much damage done, making so much bonus money. That should be the end of it. Nico's going to shut him down, but he's seen 2 more, so again, SK Gaming respond immediately. Taco and Fallen taking this A bomb site. They don't have the bomb, but it won't matter too much as they're just getting all the kills. Taco even just spraying into the smoke just in case, and it's not a bad idea, is it?
Wow, that could have been a kill on Fallen. Would have been a little bit annoying. The USP just does not do enough damage. So now Guardian, he of all players would love to get a kill with the MAC-10. The bonus for him to pick up the AWP later on absolutely would be great.
Yeah, he's going to have it next round no matter what, but, you know, it might be the difference between having head armor or having nades or having a kit, whatever it might be. Everything's going to help in that 4th round. And he's wrapping all the way through T-spawn, so might get fortunate on some timing. Either way, it's going to be 3-0 for SK Gaming, and then it begins. And then comes the question, you know, they have 3 SMGs. How many do they keep, and how fast-paced do they want to be? For surely at this point going to find that kill.
Wow. That was very close indeed, but it does not work out. 3-0. We're about to head into the 4th round. AK's upgraded there on the SK side. Doesn't want to hang around with the Mac 10. You can understand why, maybe. AWP, as you said, on Guardian, but the utility is not exactly convincing. So we'll see if SK can draw out some of these grenades early on. Are they even going to try?
Keep in mind, there's no Molotov on the FaZe side of things to prevent the boost. It would have to be a nade stack. There are 3 players there. Nade's not being used quite yet, so FaZe, I mean, SK is just going to take this fast. They're already walking up all 5 players towards this A bomb site. This can be dangerous on Cash. Just a simple pop flash through the smoke can sometimes do the trick. And there's Fur coming up. Nico was above, and he was ready for it. He's got Taco down to half HP as well, and that puts a stop to everything.
Really does. Grenade. Gonna do some damage onto Phelps at least. Opening that FaZe would love to have. Olofmeister to follow it up, taking down Phelps. Now, SK are just bleeding players, and they need some sort of comeback into the round. Tapping away in the middle is Carrigan, but Fallen is going to best him. Only they get caught by Guardian. That's a nice return into the round there. Cold Zero and Taco, they shouldn't be given a chance to get back into this. 2 versus 4 is where, as FaZe, you just want to lock down the defense. Yeah,
and the final boss of SK, Cold Zero, still dangerous in this, because you have to remember, even any kill go to the economy of FaZe is huge. So you want to stop the bleeding. Cold is being patient. 45 seconds left. Plenty of time to find something, but Guardian reads the play. Rain's pushed all the way through B. He's going to wrap around Taco eventually, and they've already spotted him out. Guardian can go further. Peek and almost loses his life. He just bails out of that fight. Doesn't want it whatsoever. Taco looking for the response, which would be that B flank. Olof's going to end it. So first round for FaZe, and that's perfect if you're rooting for FaZe here, because 4 players survive. They can get some of the nades, they can get some of the smokes and Molotovs and the kits.
It sort of felt like SK were quick in A main, as you said, but they didn't really want to use that for anything. I mean, they tried halfway, but as soon as they got shot down by Nico, there was no real follow-up. I thought if you were going to do that coming out, you know, main and Squeak, you'd really commit to it.
I mean, it is Fur, right? We know he likes to be aggressive no matter what in any kind of situation. I think part of it was SK trying to take advantage of maybe a FaZe having more of a mid-sector setup where they have, you know, 3 players in mid. Nico wouldn't be there. So while FaZe is trying to establish early presence in middle for the rest of the half, they're able to just overwhelm 1 player at that A bomb site. Obviously didn't work out too well. This time they get that full buy going on again. They have the op on Fallen. He had a really tough game yesterday, I believe it was.
Which is unusual. This will be the return. A little bit of a grenade landing towards Rain. But he is going to be standing his ground for the moment. And Carrigan is inside of the bomb site with a flashbang already in his hand. He's just waiting for Rain to make the call. And that way he can pop that flashbang in. And it's a great setup. I mean, it's obviously very simple to execute, but no reason not to try it. It looks like they're gravitating towards the other side of the map, though. They've left Cold Zero in the sunroom. Now they're going to apply a little bit of pressure. Let's see how FaZe move in response to this.
They haven't budged yet with those smokes. White Guardian is rotating between mid and the A bomb site, but now comes the real hit. And actually, Kerrigan and Guardian are going away. I think the timing of this has lured them off, thinking that it's a fake. Molotov gets the opening kill again. Molotov's out. You can see him to force players into the open, but no one's there. SK still has nothing. Olaf holding strong, but there goes Nico. Taco entering in. The pre-fire doesn't work, and Guardian's got to back away from the fight.
2 extremely good kills there coming out of Taco. Opening up the bomb site in spite of them losing the early one. That's Fallen with the flick, taking down Carrigan, even though he's down to 12 health. This is a very early reset coming out of the SK side. Guardian and Rain, they have to back off. They just can't keep this up. Spray long range. Oh my god. Still gets the kill though. Bit of a miss, and now Phelps goes down. I don't think he realized how exposed he was from the middle. They just don't have enough time, really. I mean, that's a big problem. They would have to run all the way onto the site, and yeah, they don't even have a kit, so they... I mean, great kills, and it made it interesting for a minute, but too much time had already passed. There's Rain picking up 1 more kill, so they win the round. They lose 4 members, and FaZe get to keep the AK and the AWP, so kind of a mixed bag in this one.
It's all right. SK is going to be happy with this win. Great round from Taco. Great entry there and continues with it, clears it out. That pre-fire from Olaf gave away his position just at the last second. He was expecting that swing to come out earlier, and Taco kind of baits it out of him. So yeah, SK, they have to rebuy a couple weapons. They'll be happy with that. FaZe can drop some guns over. Like you said, they're still going to have the op. Kerrigan's back onto a UMP, but M4s and everyone else, and still no kits, which is a bit harsh considering we just saw them almost tantalized with that retake prospect, but realizing they don't have the kit, just can't go for it. Here's that pop flash through the smoke, changing the pace.
No, they're coming through. That AWP is so exposed. The spray is in, and Guardian goes down. Now everything's on Rain, and he's going to get dropped. Taco with another brilliant open, taking down two. Kerrigan with the spray. UMP is not enough, and that's a triple kill for Taco. Leaves Olaf and Nico. Again, what can you do to retake this? I mean, Nico's down, so that definitely cancels that idea out. That's again, such an uppercut round from them, just getting Guardian. No chance. I mean, it would have to have been a blind shot through the smoke. But even then, how do you know how many people are coming through there? You
don't, and that's, I think, what scares a lot of people away from Cash. We've seen it kind of drop out of popularity, and actually surprised it's been played this much at the Major. But it is so dangerous because at any one point, you can just have 5 players jumping through a smoke. You're never safe in these choke points with just one pop flash through, so FaZe getting caught off guard. That could be a situation as well. Guardian, I mean, remember, I mentioned at the beginning, not experienced with this map, despite being in FaZe for some time now. Still, I mean, he spent 2 or 3 years of Counter-Strike just simply not playing this map, and you got to say, in these past 2 rounds, Taco showing why he's been so critical. Great entries, 2 in the previous round, open up A, and now he has 3 here to secure the B bomb site for his team.
That's very well done indeed. Round number 7 is going to be much less exciting from FaZe's point of view. They've got the one M4 that they saved, the rest have got USPs, so there's probably no way to arrange this round to sort of give yourself a very big advantage, but if you can move the M4 around a lot until it gets points early on, that's at least something. There's a good headshot there coming out, at least from Rain, and a good follow-up too.
You need some of those to be kills, obviously, with an upgraded pistol or that M4 if you want a chance at getting back into this.
Nothing ever pleases you, does it, Moses?
No.
It's very critical, I feel like.
Yeah, listen. Close just doesn't count in this game, man.
No, it doesn't, which is one of the exciting aspects. Taco, the standard smoke there to put between the forklift and the red container. Always want to do that if you're going to go for any kind of play out of main. And there's a nice, great overview of what's actually happening. Angle. Yeah, I mean, we see this frequently, and this is just really the only option FaZe has at trying to win this is a stack at this A bomb site. Now, if they stick with this in FaZe, and SK eventually does execute here, what you really want is for Kerrigan, Guardian, and Nico with those USPs to create a presence at range that allows Olaf Meister from Forklift to be able to get those kills. You want to take the attention away from the rifle. And I think this is going to happen, so a chance here for FaZe. He's going to get grenaded out, surely. He's not just going to have a clear line of fire. This is a good angle. He's going to miss the first spray coming through, and then takes down Taco. That's not bad at all. Carrying the drop left. Olaf has to stay alive. He gets one more headshot. Still a 2-on-3, and he's very low on health here. This seems impossible. Jumping down right on top. There's the fire to follow, and Cold Zero is down, and just like that, it is a 1 versus 2. Olaf, 14 seconds here for the bomb plant. Can he hold them off for long enough? Trying to sneak in. The bomb will go down. He's got a bit of a chance. Hasn't reloaded yet, so 16 bullets, and they're sneaking up right behind him. He is sandwiched in with no health and nowhere to go. Phelps will take him down. SK Gaming win the round, but that was a little bit too close maybe for my taste.
Fair play to Olaf. He does everything he possibly can to turn this round on its head. So difficult, just basically maneuvering not only around, oh, that's a nice shot from Cold, not only maneuvering around his opponents, but around his teammates as they're fighting with essentially just pistols, exactly just pistols. And I mean, he's also got to figure out who's baiting for him, who at the time is attracting attention, where does he take his next fight, where does he get into safety in order to reload, and just eventually runs out of that space to work with.
You just saw a lot of communication coming out of Cold Zero there, and so a lot of discussion going on. Despite the fact that they're winning right now, SK Gaming, they're still keeping up that level of communication, trying to guess what is going to be the next move right now from FaZe. Rain and Nico, 1 and 2 kills on them. I can kind of excuse Kerrigan maybe not being too frag heavy, but Need those two players to step it up a little bit here.
Tough time. I mean, the tough thing about it for those guys is there's been a couple of these rounds, you know, the pistol, and we just saw that round over at B where they just pop flash through that smoke. There's been a couple of those rounds where the bomb site's just lost so quickly that they don't even really get a chance to be involved, hasn't there?
Yes.
It can sometimes feel so useless on this map if a bomb site just gets lost very quickly and you have no idea what's coming, that you don't have time to rotate into position. It's kind of the game that SK is playing right now to great effect. This round is obviously, looking at the minimap, going to be slower pace, and it's going to be a boost, a counter boost from FaZe. Fur's ready for it. He's waiting for it. He would love for them to come up.
Absolutely. There is no one there to avenge him, but it doesn't matter. That's an easy headshot. Olof never knew what hit him. Rain is now on the other side thinking, if I get the timing right, this can work. They might not realize it's a second player there.
And I realize it, but Fur's got it red, at least to the point where he's got his eyes on it. And he'll stay there surely for some time while his teammates rotate back. He's got to protect Fallen, who can't really react with the AWP if Rain was to pop up. So he's waiting for the sound cue to cause it. You can see Rain considering, there's the peek. Fur can't get it with the spray, but he forces Rain off, and he does his job. He prevents Fallen from being taken down, and Rain's going to be stuck in middle. That's why Nico rotates over, and they're caught off guard. So many players from FaZe here. Taco's going to make his move because of that communication, and he's got another kill into the A bomb site.
12 health. They don't have any grenades to get rid of him. That's a really unfortunate situation here, but it is a 3-on-3. FaZe want back in this game quick. They're going to have to do it now. There's Rain picking up 1 kill. A lot rides on this, their entire economy into this round. Fur and Fallen now left. And the bomb has been planted. There's Fallen, gets the spray on one right through the smoke as Kerrigan comes charging in. It's Fallen with a spray, taking another headshot. And that leaves Rain, 1 versus 2. He's tapping the bomb again. Flashbang is in, Rain with a headshot. Now he's gonna hold it down. Oh, the Molotov on top. He's gonna have to push out, running for it. And the free fire is in. Fur reads it so well. Survives on 9 health with a double kill. That Molotov and the read to go for that pre-fire. Very well done indeed. Fur gonna pick up the round. That's 7-1 in favor of the Brazilian side. This is some crazy rounds coming out here.
That's insane, and that's exactly what FaZe wanted. They made the right call on the retake. In a 3-on-2, they spotted Fur in mid. And once they spot him, they realize we only have a 3-on-1 at the A-bomb site. It's only Fallen here. Let's just go take him. And unfortunately, it's only Kerrigan coming this route. There's no one able to trade him as he comes through that smoke. I think Kerrigan's assuming he's inside the bomb site. Guardian can't get the follow-up kill, and that seals it from here. I'm not sure if Rain couldn't have just held this defuse. Maybe not. No?
He didn't have enough health for it. If you have 100% health and you're already tapped on the bomb and the Molotov lands at your feet, you will complete the defuse. But I think he had 40 or something.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he would have been dead before it. I'm 100% sure he would have been dead.
Someone in the world knows the math and will probably tweet at us.
100% sure, Moses. I've gone all in on this one.
Yeah.
Please don't anyone go and check it.
Please, someone ruin his dreams, life, hopes.
Listen, both the Danish teams have lost today, Moses. Do we have to keep going?
Yes. Your punishment must be more severe. Here's Taco with a pop flash over towards the door. And again, they're going to find an empty bomb site if they pick this up. And you can just see SK, like as soon as they realize they have the advantage in terms of, you know, the weapons they're bringing into it, the economy, the utility, it's just don't spread out across the map. Just go as a group, get into the bomb sites, don't slow down, trade as you go in if they're there. Pop flash through, and Olaf's down low. There's a peek from Nico. He's going to try and stop the bomb threat, and he will. Unfortunately, all of SK, they're not caught sleeping. They do let their fearless leader die as he plants the bomb, but they're able to recover easily.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're going to have a conversation about that later. Where's the backup, boys?
Come on, guys. Anybody?
8-1. And the drama continues here. It's been a roller coaster ride from FaZe's point of view that's been mostly downhill, so you gotta hope eventually that's going to change. They don't just go all the way off the tracks here. 8-1 scoreline, 10th round coming up, and double AWP. Wolfmeister and Guardian both being 1. See how that works out.
Last-ditch effort. Something new. Nico pop-flashes himself into the door. Jesus, Taco is just on point. Now, he's got to be careful. He obviously doesn't know this, but Olaf has the angle with that door open. Player as wise as Taco will know that door is open. You can see him shoulder peeking. Olaf gets into a new position, looking for Fur. Smoke is out, Molotovs and flashbangs as well.
Sees the player, gets the kill as well. Very important there, but Guardian goes down. Fallen taking him, and he's already pushed into that boost corner. Now smoke to get out. Almost looked like he was being tracked there. Very well done by Olofmeister, but doesn't pull the trigger. Carrigan will take down Cold Zero, though, even if he's low.
This will be interesting to see how SK does this. They have Phelps boosted up, Rain's on the flank as well. Allow Taco. They want to go back to his position that he's been holding. This is a big fight for Phelps, and he wins it onto Carrigan. Rain now coming from behind. The assassin finds him. It's into a 2-on-2. There's 45 seconds left, though. And I think Taco is just going to be left here at door, maybe to make some kind of noise. No, he's actually going to come join up with Fallen. So 30 seconds left for SK to make this work. And FaZe, they have to split up. Rain is at B. Olaf is backing up the truck at A.
Right now, as you can tell, the chess game is in full effect right now. They're not quite sure what's happening, but they are moving all the pieces all across the map here. And it's got very difficult to figure out what's going on. Fallen has an unbelievably deep mind for this kind of game, and he's made his way up highway. If he can just block off Olofmeister, that might be it. Only 10 seconds. Olaf Emas gets the kill, but the headshot's in. Fallen takes him down. He had everything working for him there, the perfect position, and now Rain is alone in a 1 versus 2. They already put out the Molotov there to try and hold him back. That's such a dirty peek. Rain moving into position here. He's going to have to go quick because he has to find both. Big chance there. Molotov to follow it up, might force it out, but is there going to be some backup here? Fallen, his feet are on fire, the spray is in, and Taco's just waiting, covering the line, and that might have been the right choice as well. Another double for him, and another round for SK, 9-1. This is too much. You almost feel bad for Olaf there, don't you? I was so confused why Fallen. I think he had a Molotov and a smoke at the end of that round. He did, yes.
No, just a Molotov. It was Taco who had those two.
Oh.
I was wondering how he was going to cross with the bomb. Taco wasn't even there to really peek with them. Doesn't matter. Just takes him off the map, out of the game. 9-1. SK piling it on and running away.
We're back to the Deagles. CSET 75. It's well past the time where FaZe should have been picking up a couple of more rounds. Economy for SK Gaming is good. So is that headshot from Nico. Taking down Fur. That's what you want to see. They are close to being out of money, SK, in spite of winning all these rounds. That does tell you something.
Well, Phelps is going to drop down in towards mid. They have control. Rain is not out in the open by Taco. Dispatches him with ease. And Nico to follow it up. There's a gap. This smoke. Getting that shot would be incredible, but Phelps catches him trying to be sneaky.
And Phelps actually wanted to get in originally to throw the AK back. They don't want anyone sneaking in later in the round to pick it up, so he was just trying to do that. Olofmeister does have a bit of a flank going on, but he's not going to catch anyone in main. And over at this bomb site, even if they got Guardian and Carrigan here, you have to assume that that one Molotov, oh no, it's going to be put at the back of Checkered, so they're going to have a bit of a chance maybe to get some bullets in. They have to be very swift headshots. Olofmeister still sneaking up behind. SK not aware. There's Carrigan with one good shot. They need a couple more, and maybe this could be the turnaround moment. Olaf right behind them as well. Carrigan again. There's Olaf with the kill. Now just 2-on-3. Sneaking closer with 30 seconds. Taco goes down with the bomb, leaving Cold Zero, just the best player in the world, in 28 seconds and an AK-47. Can this be done? It seems impossible. There's just no time at all. 20 seconds sneaking in. The spray is through it. He's caught out. Guardian will take him down. And finally, something works for FaZe.
And it comes at the hands of the Deagle, but also if you look at the past few rounds, there's a couple players on FaZe who have been able to get some pretty good flanks going on in the extremities of the map once SK slows things down. Olaf this time, Rain in a previous round as well, so SK's got to be very cognizant of that moving forward. But this is great play in the bomb site from the FaZe players. One nice header from Carrigan, and then they're just able to hide and force SK into really awkward fights. Having to be careful, Taco approaching the bomb site, trying to be quiet and sneak up. So some hope for FaZe. They can still salvage this half, but they need to string them together. They can't lose this round. Molotov's in towards A main. That's going to force Fallen back along with the flashbangs.
We don't know what's going to happen yet, but it's not uncommon for teams at the caliber of FaZe to sort of just need one round, and that ignites a lot more. So we'll see if that is exactly what's going to happen here. Good kill there for Guardian. Falls back immediately. Not going to get caught either. And that makes a lot of sense. They've even boosted Olofmeister up into the corner. There's Guardian again, taking down Fur, and more to come. Triple for him. All right, keep the lemmings coming.
Right into their doom. Well, Cold and Taco, maybe a more iconic duo as they come out of vents. Kerrigan's going to take one out. Cold does trade it away. He's got 13 HP, so FaZe finally going to be able to string 2 together off the back of 4 kills from Guardian, fighting as he retreats from middle up to the A bomb site.
That seemed unnecessary for SK. That wasn't the same level of finesse that we've seen earlier, just sort of feeding themselves one at a time to Guardian. Maybe a little bit unnecessary. Especially
at that specific angle. Might have got ahead of themselves, might be feeling a little too comfortable, but this will put them on notice because it's going to be back onto the pistols. There was a flashbang, I believe I saw that. Didn't work as well as they wanted, obviously, and then it's just easy from there. Guardian loves those fights. So pistol armor for SK, 3 CZs, a Tech 9.
And again,
it's been a while.
I've been saying, I think it's been a bit underused now. Taco's not going to get a chance. I don't know if we can blame the Tech 9 necessarily. The rest pushing through on Kerrigan. That could get a little bit risky here. He's going to go down almost immediately. Will for sure give them the bomb plant. Question is there more in store here? Already Rain taking a bit of a peek in. Molotov's going to be a bit late. The bomb will be planted here. And Olof with a bit of a flank. But Fur is ready for it. Missing the shot. Oh my god, that could have been just it. If they got that kill, that would have been very awkward. Now the rest of the SK team are actually boxed in on the site, so that's all they needed. Guardian going to be taking down Phelps. Fallen and Cold Sierra, I don't think they can hold on any longer. That is a beautiful shot from Cold mid-air on Guardian, just reminding him of exactly who he's dealing with. Fallen still getting a kill, and Bomb ticking away in the meantime. One more headshot, a couple of bullets left, but he can't quite do it. Does get taken down at the end. They're right on the bomb. They will have enough time for the defuse, even if it's unbelievably close. I mean...
Well, Olof didn't have a kit, and he was actually running for it. Nico, I think, had to call him off. Regardless, yeah, that one kill on Defer, that would have been it. There was so much time in that bomb still after they got it planted. So many flashbangs still. This is something you won't see every day. Someone like Fur, I think is what, the third best player 2017 by HLTV. You're not going to see that. Great shot from Guardian, just barely spotting the pixel. And even then, Fallen still makes it interesting with that dink onto Nico.
If he got that kill, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's another second they have to spend looking for him, and that's probably the round.
Just, this is what makes it so hard to beat SK Gaming, is just every mistake gets punished. All of the, like, no round is easy. You never get to sit one out.
It's very true indeed. 9-4 is the scoreline, and I think if they can get up to 6 here, then we've got an open game on our hands once again. Double peek through the smoke into A main, so that's a little bit more control for FaZe this time. I like that.
Did it last round as well, and certainly it's helped them out win a couple rounds. How long do they want to sit here? It's interesting to see. Ooh, there's a nice peek from Fallen. I don't even know if Guardian was even scoped in. He definitely didn't look prepared for it. That's a big opening kill. Gonna force some movement in this defense. I think Nico's been boosted up. Yes. He knows Taco loves this door as well.
See what's gonna happen. So much play around this one area. Obviously, very hard to throw a Molotov up there without being exposed from A main, so people tend not to even try and do that. Question is, are they going to get the good peek in? A little bit of a smoke in. Molotov coming out from Taco. 40 seconds now. Counter flashes are coming in. He can't see a thing, but no one's checked it. Nico, that might be a big mistake coming out of SK. Phelps is down with the bomb. The spray continues. A big double kill coming through, and Olof is still on the side. There's 30 seconds left. 3-on-3. Did Nico do enough? That's the big question. They cannot lose this game or this round at FaZe. That's going to be a big problem for them. Rain, he's going to get dropped, but Olof is still hiding back here. I'm not sure they realize that he's actually there. Kerrigan, he's got the lineup. He sees the gun barrel, and that's an easy kill on Fallen. Now down to 10 seconds. And Taco, still a bit paranoid, but he's got to go for the bomb plant. Oh my god, what a peek. Taking the headshot, and Olof is down. I can't believe it. Now it's Kerrigan. The bomb down, has to walk into this crossfire. He misses the shot, and he's not going to get a chance for a second one. Taco is out of control in this game.
Yeah, he really is. And this is an incredible performance out of him, especially because Cold Zera have taken so long coming up mid, coming up that flank. SK Gaming, one of the most patient teams in those scenarios. Olof plays it perfectly up until that moment. Never actually pounces and seizes the moment from quad. He had them all fooled, and he lets Taco be the aggressor in that situation. 4-10, this is heartbreaking because they've had the advantages. And it's coming from an unlikely source in Taco that we've seen. Incredible entries. This time he closes the round. Really, really showing his quality.
I can think of very many players in the world that would have never checked that corner. with 10 seconds left. So
it seemed like they knew he was there. I definitely don't think he got spotted when he transitioned there, but the way that Fallen was holding the angle for quite some time while Taco was trying to get up on that red box really made it seem like they had some kind of intuition or just understanding of how he played in that bomb site to know he was there.
Fallen trying, but not quite making it work. 15th round. What is going to happen? Looks like maybe Rain wants to have a bit more of a presence in the middle. Olofmeister's on the other side, so they have a crossfire setup for sure.
Rain has to be there, because if not, Olaf is just abandoned and he's kind of useless. He's just waiting to get taken out, so Rain has to have some kind of a presence here. If he gets forced back by a Molotov, here's Olaf. He's actually peeking out, and oh no! The timing towards mid and up top. He gets so much damage onto Cold, but it's really awkward as he turns around the corner.
Oh, Nico walking away just as they turn. Now Fur has managed to creep in here. This is almost impossible to guess. I'm not sure why that Molotov goes up, but maybe that means now they're definitely not going to check the corner. Taco gets dropped in the meantime by Nico. But how would you ever guess that Fur was going to be there? You've just heard the Molotov go down. If they come back and look, they're going to walk right into it, and that's exactly what SK want right now. Phelps pushing on out. He's going to walk into the line of the AWP. Deep Molotov goes in. 17 seconds as they try and see if they can make their way in. First dropped. Next in line is Fallen, and that's going to be the round in favor of FaZe here. 10-5. Maybe not the best first half, but I would say it's recoverable. You can do this.
It absolutely is. And I mean, you mentioned it right when they won that Deagle round. Sometimes with these teams, it's just one round that kind of clicks them into gear. FaZe go on to win 4 of the last 5 rounds of this half. So put themselves in a situation where they can make the comeback. The pistol round, obviously critical.
Yeah, but they have that ace up the sleeve, Moses. Rain. I'd put a lot of my money, my house and whatever else I own, Moses, into Rain being a good bet here.
Even your house?
Even my house. Rain is on you, the one Norwegian player that truly shines quite far above the rest.
Well, they've got plenty of other tools. Nico, whose name we haven't really had to say a whole lot. He's had a couple of good rounds, but
yeah,
expect more out of that.
I feel like he's been doing fine, but I think the fact that we haven't sort of been paying too much attention is just that they were also playing on the CT side, right? So yep. It is kind of hard to be very flashy when you're playing in a system like that.
It's kind of cool. You can see some of the mind games between these teams. At FaZe, when those A hits were on, you could see how patiently and slowly SK was taking when they didn't have the immediate success. And part of that's because they're waiting for FaZe to kind of shoulder peek and swing out to do some kind of flash peek to get information or to take a fight. And they had Fallen with the AWP just sitting back in A main just waiting for that. And FaZe obviously knew it because they weren't giving that opportunity away.
Well, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, second half coming up here. Invite your friends, get them to watch. There's more Counter-Strike to come, but this is a classic matchup. You must see it, get all your friends involved. Phelps is alone on the bomb site all the way in the back, so first point of contact, and what the hell is going on? Guardian taking him down. Phelps didn't even click the button there. Fur is going to be next. That's Rain with a headshot, and now Fallen knows. Peeking up against this truck, that might be a little bit dangerous. He's actually going to run onto the side, trying to take one for the team. This is a deep play, looking for the headshot, but instead he's down to 9 health, and he's going to go down to Guardian. This seems completely locked in here from FaZe.
I mean, when you start a round off with Guardian just blowing off Phelps' head immediately, it's going to be rough for you. That kill right there pretty much seals it. Taco's on the flank, and they all know it, and Olaf doesn't even let him get close. 6-10, a great pistol round from FaZe. Simple pistol rounds from both teams, and this is just a disgusting shot. I'm sorry, Phelps. We're going to watch that over and over again. We've got a game, Anders. They win the pistol.
Yeah, right back on track. I mean, now it gets really interesting. We saw some risks out of FaZe when they were on the CT side, but not very many. I would say they had, double boost in the middle. They had, especially a little bit earlier on in the half, they had some, peeks out of B. There's so many more options, so I'm wondering if FaZe is going to try and be more adventurous than maybe, or so the SK are than FaZe were. See how this all works out. A little bit of an action in the middle. Actually, Taco gets run over by Rain.
Yeah, FaZe need to survive this round, and they're off to a good start. 1 kill, Cold Zero down to 10 HP. Here's Phelps, and you want to talk about being more adventurous than FaZe. Essentially just rushing squeaky door. Nico gets an instant dink and cleans it up. So Fallen, Cold Zero, and Fur. 1's in mid and 2 over at the A bomb site. And FaZe can really slow things down and just figure it out, take their time. Rain's peeking up highway. Oh, it's so close. Trying to read what's coming next.
He's almost got it, but The angle, the wall, just covering him, as you can tell, once the smoke is gone. They still have a pretty good idea what's going on in the middle here. Once Fallen is down, Cold Zero is going to do a lot of damage. Does get a kill and somehow picks up Wolfmeister. He actually just ran to get that shot. It's almost ridiculous. Left now in a 1 versus 2 with about 4 bullets and 2 targets to kill. It's possible, Moses. You can't get, you know, 2 bullets to a headshot, but Nico's on the other side. And Cold Zero, very patient. Smoke gonna evaporate soon, and he has to make his move. Carrigan waiting on the other side, and I think now he needed that 1 kill through the smoke for this to be a viable round for him. Now he's obviously crouching onto the bomb side. You see just how sneaky he is. Nico gonna find him at the end. It will be 1 more round for FaZe, but I mean, you said it. Nothing goes unpunished here. I mean,
that wasn't even necessarily a mistake out of FaZe, and that's part of it. I guess, you know, the other strength of SK is that they force you to make mistakes. By I think it was Fallen just peeking in while Cold was hiding with 10 HP. Once he goes down, Rain obviously assumes that's the player that he was fighting in Connector, that he knew was there, and Cold Zero is able to peek, clean him up, and then, you know, swing towards middle, and there was a guy at like 10 HP who gets taken out. So quickly it went from a 5-on-2 or a 5-on-3 into a 2-on-3.
Yeah, very scary indeed. Grenade does just catch the wall, so that's not going to go anywhere at all. Not that much utility on FaZe in this round. That actually bugs me a little bit. Want to make sure that you have grenades to clear out all the corners, because just in case there's a stack going on. Seems like the Mac 10 is doing a fine job at the moment. Rain just making his way in, and we'll get the kill on Fallen too. Yeah,
now they're just going to hit this B bomb site. All 5 players are going to be here. They don't care to really clean up these kills because it's just USPs. Just make sure you get into the site. If you really want at the end, Rain can go hunting with that Mac 10, but Guardian obviously with USP might be a bit more aggressive, but no reason to risk any of the rifles. So this is going to be 8 to 10.
Long range does at least spot 1 out. You can probably guess that they're going to be all up there. So this is, it feels like at least the calm before the storm, because once FaZe pick up rifles, or SK, sorry, it's going to be very interesting. Phelps falling back, further bit of a jump over, actually gets that kill on Rain, and Guardian might be next to knife itself. Oh, but he moves back. Would have been beautiful.
Fair play. Why not go for it? You forced up to use the bonus money. You knew he had to be tagged up a little bit, takes the risk. Nothing comes from it. It's Nico you've got to worry about. They heard that AK. You could see SK essentially swarms to his position. They would love to take this away. Just the last second, they don't go for anything. So 8 to 10 now. And you said it. Here comes the interesting round. I don't think we'll see an AWP on SK in this very first round. Actually, I take it all back. Fallen goes for a glass cannon in a decoy.
Yeah, we see also going to go aggressive with it, because that is maybe my favorite aspect of watching SK play is Fallen being aggressive, apart from watching Cold Zero. But yeah, I think that's one of the big tricks that they have that's always hard to predict, and Fallen is one of the best players in the world at it. Looks like he's going to be in the middle, jumping down. I mean, this is a scary position to be in. This gets Molotov fairly regularly, and without the armor, could go really badly.
Not the smoke to put out the fire if it does come in, and you can see it here. Now what does he do? He peeks out, and that's exactly why. Guardian poised perfectly to punish that in Phelps.
Say it here and it pops up there, Moses.
It's a magical world. Well, Phelps, it's about to be a tough time. Guardian's smart. Olaf's going to spray through. He somehow gets the kill. It's not worth it, though. Only 1 and done. And now Nico's going to make his move in the middle, and he finds the kill on Cold Zero and Vents. The 1 and 2 player going at it, and there it is. Taco down as well. Nico's starting to shine now that he has the space to do it. And Guardian's going to finish things off. 3 kills for him.
An even better start than the one that SK were having when they were on the T side, actually. They did lose the 4th round, whereas same could not quite be said here. Guardian and that Molotov that we just talked about, and it all works out absolutely perfectly. So big risk taken here by SK, and it does not pay off.
Such a cool round by Nico, that kill in events and then just rotating it. It's so simple. You just go check your flank, and you kind of feel it's coming, but a great ability to read the game, and obviously very focused that he doesn't just assume no one is on that flank. 2-1-2 set up for SK. They do have some upgraded pistols. Only Cold Zero has armor. 3 Deagles and a CZ. Kerrigan completely blind and worried that he's being pushed upon, and just empties his magazine into the open. Olaf now going to start making his way up highway as well. And there's the damage coming through. SK getting pinched from different angles. These pistols don't really do a whole lot. Phelps now is able to get an AK-47. He can add some kills onto this.
And Taco's got to line up by the truck, but he does get completely overrun. So Phelps with the AK-47. Olaf is already rotating back to catch him. Does not want to let him get away, even with this one rifle. And I don't blame him for it. We've already seen what SK can do with just minimal resources, any openings, and it could get dangerous. Hiding at the edge of the smoke. Phelps not quite as sneaky as he expects, but he still gets the kill on Rain. That's just annoying, isn't it?
That is. Rain's probably not too happy about that. He's like, I knew it. Well, Guardian's at 20 kills. Olaf at 17. Nico at 16, so they're starting to come alive. 9 of the last 10 rounds. It's not a bad run for a team trying to get back into it, and they have. They've tied things up at 10-10. It was incredibly one-sided at one point. It was 9-1.
I mean, for sure, if you are SK Gaming, even if you had that good start, now you're starting to sort of, you know, forget what it feels like to actually win a round. That's been a while at this point in time. 21st round here.
You haven't even really been competitive in a single round in this second half, except for maybe that round with coldzera's CZ that came into a 1-on-2. But even that at one point was like a 4 or 5-on-2. So you haven't really put yourself in great positions to kind of win any of these defensive sides. Boost up from Rain. Fallen's here in middle. There's actually Fur on the highway. That's a great shot from Fallen. That's going to allow Fur to stick around. He spots the head. Jumping down is Rain. Not committing to the fight. And Fur swings out and takes it instead. Waiting for a pop flash from his teammate or his opponents. There's actually one lurking through the smoke. That's Olaf Meister. He's got 2.
That's such a big lurk coming out of that smoke. He almost looked like he was way off timing and that they just thrown away 2 lives in the middle. Nico now sneaking onto the side. The timing is perfect. Phelps caught looking the wrong way. Now 2-on-3 and Guardian taking down Taco. Oh my God, they're back in the lead now. It's a 1 versus 3 with coldzera. What can he possibly do? The bomb has not gone down, so maybe he could dream of getting an early kill here and fighting the 1 versus 2, but they have to give him something to work with.
I don't think they're going to. They are so poised. Remember, this is a matchup FaZe hasn't really won. I'm not even sure if they've ever beat SK Gaming in a game or a series. I mean, this is something that you know in this kind of a scenario, about to be up 11-10, they're going to be fully focused. They're going to be fully disciplined. Great play from Olaf Meister in middle to really open things up. Just wave after wave of these FaZe players going at him.
These are the 2-0 matches, by the way. We obviously heavily expect that both the teams will be able to make it all the way through into the playoffs, but one of them is going to have a slightly earlier ticket out here. Olaf Meister does get that great opening, as we see there from his perspective. That's just so well done.
It's one of the strengths we've always talked about with this FaZe team is they have so many amazing playmakers on this squad. No matter how many people they lose, they can always come back into it because there's someone who just has the read on what's the right play to make at the right moment, and Olaf Meister was definitely his turn there, swinging around that smoke.
What is this that's happening for SK now? Scout on Fallen, that M4 that was obviously saved, a couple of deagles. Hard to make an opening with not that much equipment. We can't obviously rule them out. Guardian, very aggressive now, and you can tell he's very confident as well, just pushing all the way in. Can he find anything? Rain is going to lead the charge with a little bit of backup from behind. More grenades flashing their way into the site. His coldzera goes down. Next in line is Fur. Rain has cracked it wide open.
Phelps lurking in the smoke. Bomb has been planted. Not coming through. It just disappears. Now he's out in the open. He gets in a fight with Kerrigan. Surely he gets taken down. Can't find his way around the corner of the wall. And that Scout, it's got a couple tags, but it's not finding any of the kills. Even Taco in middle. He's going to find Olaf, actually. That's a nice 1-dig to grab right at the end and save that AK-47, because that's all you got.
At this point, that's much better than nothing. When you're this low on money, you really need every little bit, because this could easily go all 30 rounds. So when you get down to, you know, that 28th, 29th round, you start to really need the extra 1,000 somewhere.
Yeah. Feeling has really turned, hasn't it? SK Gaming have not won a single round in this second half.
Yeah, how has that happened? They were looking so dominant on their own T side.
A lot of it comes down to, I mean, they haven't had They've had some pretty solid buys, all things considered, but every time, you know, falling with the AWP, same with coldzera now, switching into that double op, they're missing utility. So much money built up on the FaZe side of things as well. If you're SK, you really have to win so many rounds in a row to burn through that cash, as the losing bonus will build up. Getting a tactical timeout as well.
And actually, that is a big difference from first half to second half here. When SK were winning all those rounds on the T side, at least they were all the time close to having the eco, right? So that's also one of the reasons why when FaZe started winning at the end, they sort of forced some ecos pretty early on, and then they could get back in the game. That's not quite true in this scenario here, so it is getting slightly scary. Timeout is over, and the game will be resuming in 15 seconds. What would your plan be at this point, Moses, for SK? How do you make sure? Because right now, it looks like FaZe can just do whatever they want.
Yeah, you almost feel like they need to get aggressive. I think the most aggressive play we've seen them make is maybe Phelps pushing in towards A main to get on top of those boxes, but you like get assertive, get multiple players being aggressive, take over a portion of the map, because right now, FaZe has everything they want. They're getting tagged up with this spam from Rain. Oh, look at this, an uppercut of their own. FaZe, that Molotov is going to slow them down, but they want to come right through this. They want to return the favor. This destroyed them in the first half.
coldzera, if he gets grenaded, that is just an absolute nuclear bomb on the FaZe team. That's a good way to get open now. Can they follow it through? Taco caught swapping between the guns. I have no idea why that was happening. He was just flicking back and forth, and he has no chance to even reply. They're going to go for coldzera. He's actually, I think, inside the smoke from the grenade, so they couldn't even see him. And as a result, olofmeister does go down. But Guardian's got to line up, got to be careful here, otherwise it could be a 2-for-1. That AWP goes right through the wall, and Fur is going to go down anyway. Oh my god! What is happening? Guardian taking down Fur. That was, yeah, that was a highlight shot.
Yeah, why not? You're right, it might have almost been a double through the wall, but that's so tough. Taco's had a phenomenal game so far up to this point. Just gets caught off guard after throwing that monstrous nade. Reloading, switching weapons, trying to get back to it, and just the timing isn't with him. None of SK really feeling the timing. It's a complete reversal from the first half. And now it's FaZe's turn to just beat them down. Rain is going to get taken out at the end, but that's not a huge deal. 13-10 now, Anders, and SK's running out of mistakes and running out of buys. Great aggressiveness and assertiveness by Nico.
Just let's watch the second kill again.
It's just trying to get away. They might have even been like, they might have even been saving.
Yeah, that's so mean, isn't it? 24th kill there for Guardian. Slowly but steadily got out of control here. 13-10 is the scoreline, and we are heading on into the 24th round. AWP is back on Fallen, but something has to give right now. Somehow, SK need to win around on the CT side. Big double stack going on at the ice cream truck all the way back, but instead it's for sneaking on in. This is the big play, and this is what he's so well known for. The aggressive play, easy kill there on olofmeister, and now can just maybe slide back on out.
That's so smart as well. The follow-up smoke to just block him off from mid and just retreat through the B bomb site, which he knows is safe because he just killed the one player there. The response from FaZe, hit this A bomb site ASAP. Bring it through. coldzera is able to grab Rain. SK could start turning this around. Phelps gets the information, holds strong inside the bomb site. That's Nico coming out door. There's really not a whole lot of bodies that FaZe can throw at this still. Kerrigan has to make a play. Guardian's got one kill with that op. Kerrigan with the shadow is going to find Taco. It's a 2-on-3. This is doable now.
SK have got to wait. There's not even a bomb plan yet. It's a 2-on-5 into a 2-on-3. If they let this one go, I'm not sure that they're going to be able to recover the game at all. Guardian waiting patiently, saying, all right, if you're going to be aggressive, let's just give you the rope to maybe hang yourselves with. Bomb finally goes down here in FaZe. Trying to make it out, but this is a 1 versus 3. He's trapped in the corner. One good flick comes through. And the smoke there making their lives a bit tricky. Now they're going to go maybe try for the boost up on top. See if they get the timing down right. He's locked in the corner. There's no way out. They're going to come for him. An easy kill there for coldzera, making it a double. Brave effort for Guardian, and certainly he's proven that he's a little bit dangerous in this game. But this was not meant to be. 13-11.
It's so hard with the AWP in that kind of scenario as well, especially considering how patient SK was taking the retake. This one is quite nice. The hit comes in. This time, no one from SK gets taken out early. They win their respective duels, and you force FaZe into an awkward situation. Cold can see the shadow as well as Guardian swings out. finally on the board. That's the first round for SK in the second half. Now, I mean, now comes the next step, right? If you lose this and you get reset, it's almost all over.
It's really been a long time coming here for the Brazilian side. Now they're going to go for another big play towards the bomb site. Cold missing a shot, and he's going to get taken down. There's nobody else there. That might just be it. Fur has to fall back, but he gets shot in the face. And what do? If they can't lose these rifles, if they do that, they've got nothing left.
They have money built up on coldzera, and Phelps, I think, should be able to drop one as well, so you save these guns. Nobody can die for SK if you want a strong buy into the next round. We say it all the time, the uppercut when you least expect it. 5-man rush towards the B bomb site, making things simple, catching Cold off guard with that AWP, misses his initial shot, and he's got no one there to slow down FaZe. Good kill from Phelps, but now they know his position. Not chasing quite yet. Not even sure they will. I think it'll just be Kerrigan trying to lurk over towards that A bomb site and try and catch someone off guard.
I'm not sure if SK are going to be smiling at the irony just yet, but FaZe might, just the fact that that's exactly what they tried to do when it was the other way around.
Yeah.
They knew that when you're down, when you're really stressed, just to be caught off guard like that. coldzera does not happen very often. Nico gets a kill on Phelps at the end, so that's one more rifle taken away, which is an absolutely massive deal here. They are trying to hold on to this game that they had such a big lead in. 10-5 first half. Now they're 3 rounds down at 14-11.
And this is just FaZe, everyone playing loose. That's just kind of taking the leash off and just say rush B and then make whichever play you feel is correct in the moment. Olaf obviously not feeling any presence and catching no bullets from the bomb site, just swings into checkers and checks vents. It's exactly where Fur was waiting. He's gonna try and get aggressive again. UMP this time, and this time it's fast towards the A bomb site. They might catch him in a boost. And there it is, Phelps right around the edge of the smoke. It's one, so does Fallen. Rain finally responding, but I think there might be too much damage, and Fallen's still alive with the AWP. Knows exactly where Rain is. And it's like a shotgun. That's a 12th for SK, clawing themselves back into it, just barely holding on.
Trying to see if they could get the same roll, but at the other side of the map, that would have been very interesting, but they do get shut down, 14-12.
And this is where it gets dicey for FaZe. They've got to now start, I mean, you kind of have to slow this down, even though you've had a fast win towards B bomb site. You've had a couple of these fast, like, uppercut type rounds later on. You know, SK is certainly going to start reading this. You have to be cautious that you don't catch yourself off guard by just calling way too fast-paced rounds. They've had success when they've slowed things down and given Guardian time. He's having a great game. I think you rely on the Omber here to find you something, and he might get Fur.
Yes, he's so ready for it. Already looking on top of that smoke. Fur and Rain had a bit of a standoff, and there's a jump, but somehow Fur still wins it. I can't believe it. He's not supposed to have the advantage. That's so quick. I'd love to see that from his point of view.
That's dirty. Guardian was waiting for him to wrap around the whole time. Rain was watching for the jump up.
It's partly because when he jumps up on that box, his head is actually wedged against the ceiling, so he doesn't have the full arc of the jump. That's why his aim resets so fast, but still, that's unbelievably quick that he reacts to that. I would have thought Rain would have got that.
I mean, small note as well, Phelps did a little bit of a shoulder peek into that smoke and just fired off some shots to try and be bait.
Yes.
I don't think it mattered. They were still looking at all those spots. It just didn't turn out their way in the end.
Very small margins here once we get to the end of the game. 14-12. Cold is listening for anyone in main. If they make much noise, he can definitely hear that. Fur and Phelps are inside the bomb site, and they must hold on.
We'll see how it goes. Phelps peering over, looking for anyone to give anything up. There's flashbangs out. Counter utility. Taco's now rotated over. That leaves Cold alone in mid. Olaf wins that battle. They can start getting pinched onto the site. So Phelps and Taco have to be careful. Here's Nico coming out the door. Everyone's blind, and it's Nico and Kerrigan coming out on top. Taco is here, though, and he's in a sneaky position.
Yes, he is. No one's seen him yet. He has to get 2 big kills. They line up, but now he's getting spotted. He's going to get one more kill. They almost get the triple, but instead now Fallen 1 versus 2. And he's no idea hiding in the corner as Olaf Meister. He doesn't have any grenades to check it with either. He's going to make his way onto the side very quickly, and does have a kit. Could force them out pretty quickly. There's one idea. Goes for the USP, but Kerrigan will take him down. And I think you could hear FaZe in the background reacting. That's Kerrigan with a triple kill. He's been the most silent player on the server so far, but that's going to make a big difference right there. 15-12, and now they're 1 round away from making the playoffs. That's outrageous by far.
Doesn't matter if you're a silent player on the server when you've got the teammates that Kerrigan has. All he's needed is for those impact plays, win some of those rounds right at the end that rely on him, and that was really good stuff from him. I'm wondering if Fallen using that USP towards the end instead of the op, I'm wondering if Taco thought he had dealt way more damage to that third player.
Yeah, it could be.
There's the scout, and the op's going to win in that battle. Opens things up, and now it's on. coldzera's got a hold. If anyone's going to do it, it's him, but the shots go too high. Now Taco's got to make a play, and he can't do it either. This is FaZe. They're going to take this match. They're going to go 3-0 in the group stage.
Yeah, just not enough utility and equipment here for the SK team. They could not hold on. I mean, you see the Scout versus AWP, maybe the best example of just how uneven this final round, at least, was going to be for them. Could not hold on to it. Now, Phelps and Fur hoping for any kind of opening. Somebody rush in behind, get greedy, do anything that means we can get back in, but I think they know as well it's not happening. A flashbang coming through, and Fur just cancelling all of that. I think he got flashed as well, actually, from the other side, so time is running out. What a game it's been. 16-12 as FaZe made their way to the playoffs yet again in a major tournament.
That's an incredible...